This is a red alert. This is a red alert. This is a red alert. You'd better be prepared and beware. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, let me recap for you. To start the year, I said there was a 70% chance California was going to get a erupting volcano this year, and a 90% chance, 95% chance that they would get an erupting volcano by next year if this year hadn't happened. And then for the third year in a row, I predicted we would get hit by 2 or more hurricanes. And then I put us on a starting May 22nd, West Coast, United States and Canada and America's volcano eruption and big earthquake watch alert. 5 weeks later, wait, I skipped one. And then on July 3rd, I had thought that I had deduced the dates of the coming hurricanes in the middle of September and the middle of middle of November. I deduced that like 6 months ago. And I had 3 months ago, 4 months ago. And then I figured out the location, asterisk, on July 3rd, which was a major achievement because I did it off of the alignment of the gas giants into Eris, Planet 9 complex. And then I became fascinated with the storm we are watching now because this Nova Scotia thing actually happens at the tail end of Hurricane Barry. So technically the thing I was talking about on July 3rd was the tail end of Hurricane Barry because the whole system, the chain of lows, has been weird. And then we had the 6.5 earthquake, which technically saved my YouTube channel because how I survive is I depend on contributions and donations because Google does not want to help put out great information about the weather and space weather and things that are going on in and above the world and the underworld. But I'm still alive, so I'm not complaining. But I literally got saved from a homeless Texas summer after being the greatest planetary defense commander y'all have ever seen. I got saved by 6.5 earthquake. Then, on the 5th of July, here I am warning that we have a hurricane coming on the 12th. And then we had 64,000 lightning strikes, which was a record amount of lightning strikes I had seen. And then where I put up another alert, like, holy shit, the energy's weird. Be prepared for anything. And anything turned out to be a 7.1 earthquake in Southern California. And then I made an allusion to Superman 2. Go watch that movie, please. Thank you. Then I'm talking about the hurricane in the Gulf and how it has potential to be a major hurricane because it will be sitting over rocket fuel hurricane water 87, 88, 89 degrees for multiple days. It's like Hurricane Harvey, except for with more potential for rapid intensification. Hurricane Harvey did amazing things over land. And I'm pretty sure it has to do with all the retrograding planets we have very near us. So you can believe carbon science, you can believe geoengineering science, you can believe whatever type of science you want, but I'm over here giving you guys accurate predictions way ahead of time based off of all the gas giants being on the same side in planetary alignments. We're all connected, man. We're all in this together, not just as a country or as a planet, but as a solar system. Okay? Right. So since the 5th, I've been actively warning that this thing could have major potential to be a Category 3, like that was what I put it at, that this thing has potential to be Category 3. And so I've been trying to put the point home of no wind shear, super bathwater temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico, low that is happening 2 years after Hurricane Harvey, which also followed right after a total solar eclipse. And we got another eclipse coming up on the 16th. today is Jupiter opposition. So technically, what we could be seeing, this Hurricane Barry is actually Hurricane Saturn. Okay? It's a lot for you to handle. What I'm trying to tell you is, I've been trying to inform everybody as accurately as possible. Meanwhile, since I got to pay my bills by asking for contributions and donations, I get the peanut gallery throwing peanuts and rotten tomatoes at me while stealing from my Super Chat Live and my PayPal and everything. So I should get a job. What do you mean? I'm the best planetary defense commander ever, and I got an uncanny knack for these damn hurricanes. I've turned the comments off because I had to pawn my amp just so I could get you guys get myself the electricity to bring you this constant stream. How many videos is this? Anyway, I've done like a bunch of videos. Technically, I'm gonna count them. Oh, where is it? Where'd you go? Okay, one. Anyway, it's quite a few. It's like about 10. And so I've been giving you accurate information on location, date, and intensity. And so this is what is called the HR. This is brought to us by the Bronx Boy through the inspiration of Dada Boo, the Florida Wave Master. But yeah, it shows a 9:43 landing on Louisiana, the backside, pretty much the exact spot I said, where if you take my 210-mile guesstimate from my hurricane season predictions, this would work right in there. And so this thing could be major, and this is what I've been trying to say without alerting anyone, scaring anyone, is that if this thing is like Harvey, and it sits and it spins for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, its intensity could get to a category 5. So it could sit and whiplash the coast. We could have, worst case scenario, a category 5 hurricane sitting in the coast for multiple days, churning up water all along all the coasts. And no matter what, we're looking at a shit ton of water, rain, storm surge. We're looking at heat. There's a lot of heat here, a lot of heat there, and I would guess there's a lot of heat there. It already looks soggy, and it ain't nothing yet. You'd better watch this develop overnight. If you are on the coast, I would check in every 6 hours. Not just with me. Check in with an array of multiple sources. Twitter, hashtag WX Twitter. Weather Twitter is always the best for up-to-the-minute update. And usually there's someone always on the clock. I've been so good the last few hurricane seasons. Pretty much every night from this point on, I stay up from midnight to 8 in the morning. But this is like, I don't know, my 5th year, 4th year I'm doing this. So, A, the pay's gotten worse than ever. And B, I'll do my best. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Because you guys just sat and talked about fucking politics for fucking 3 straight years. Well, I've been talking about this for 6.5 straight years. Okay. So, yeah, we'll be watching the system. But if you live along the Gulf or have family members that live along the Gulf or pets that live along the Gulf, you need to watch this. My guess right now is it will make landfall anywhere from here to here. But if it's going to sit in this bathtub for multiple days and we got all this retrograde and shit going on, I'm guessing it's going to land somewhere in here. I'm not a professional meteorologist. I'm your planetary defense commander. And so the landfall isn't even the thing I'm most worried about. If it becomes a major, like 180 mile per hour winds, 200 mile per hour windstorm, and it just sits there for days, that can be devastating in a whole lot of ways. And so I'm not telling anyone to evacuate, but I would look at the animals, listen to the insects, I'd watch the birds that fly overhead. I would check your general intuition I'd watch the sky and just get a gut feeling of things, because this has maximum potential to go weird. Okay? And I lost 5,000 Americans during Puerto Rico as your planetary defense commander, and I don't ever want that to happen again. But seeing how we wasted the last 3 or 4 years doing jack shit, in my opinion, we have maximum potential to lose a whole lot of people in a short amount of time this hurricane season. Because as I've been saying for years, my experience, once the hurricanes start hitting, they don't stop. And I didn't think we were going to, I was hoping, praying, but I said I didn't know. I wasn't for sure we'd be getting hit by hurricanes until September. So now that it looks like we're looking at July, this season could be worse than I thought. We could be getting hit by 4 hurricanes this season. I'm not trying to scare anybody. It's Astro Fight Club level. There's a chance it won't develop. But look at this storm right here. Let us look at it together. Dada Boo, the Florida Wave Master, has a rule that you always watch the tail of the main storm. Although I worded that piss poorly. And so this hurricane would be at the tail and hitting the donkey on the tail with the dart of the da-da-da-boo rule. Though, I gotta tell you, the cranky weather guy doesn't think anything's gonna happen. But he's been busy. And I've been staring at this thing forever. Years. I used to get to stare at pretty women and laugh. Real person. You could talk to them. Sometimes you even got to touch them, and they liked it. That was before 2012, I guess. What am I talking about? Oh, yeah. Hurricanes and earthquakes and volcanoes again. So, yeah. Major Astro Fight Club, like this frame right here. If you are, that's all I need to show you, really. Like, we can expect in a week where we've had a total solar eclipse, we have a Saturn opposition, we have a 6.5 and 7.1 earthquake, the Popocatépetl volcano in Mexico's been popping off like crazy. Yeah, expect the craziness to keep going up a notch. But that's what Astro Fight Club is all about. Rule number 1, stay cool. Rule number 2, have fun. Rule number 3, survive. And make sure your brother and your sister gets home alive. Cool? Hoorah! No, I'm not a Marine, but I am your planetary defense commander. And Semper Fi. I do what I can to always be faithful. To you, the people of Earth, the animals, I love them and they love me too. And the planet itself. And so, yep, this is a full-on alert for everybody in the Gulf. I think it's going to end somewhere, like I showed before, and I've covered in all the other videos, but I'm saying that, yeah, pay attention to what this thing does tonight, and 5 in the morning, have checkpoint decision plans on what you're going to do every 6 hours. If you're on the very coasty coast, okay, I'm in Houston. Technically, this thing is a danger to us. I think it's going east. I could be wrong. Always cross-reference multiple sources and stuff. Yeah, day 3, just in case it comes to Houston, I still need $30 to get my phone turned on. I can show you my PayPal link, but I think people have been making donations. They're just not getting to me. When I'm telling you that NSA level forces have been trying to knock me out of everything, I ain't kidding. I mean, I have predicted a whole lot of shit super accurately, and it's almost like there's one set of people who doesn't want the general public to know much. Let's say the world, we're going to fucking end beating people with a political stick every single day, every 2 minutes, was a really bad choice, man. And, nah, dude, we're going to survive. I'm going to save the day for you and for us, and you're going to save my day, and that's great. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, it's always best if you want to support me for doing this, because like I said, we're on day 8, 9. How much better of a job, how much more of a man as your planetary defense commander, how much more do you expect out of me? For minimal rewards. And it's not, I don't know, all I'm saying is I want my damn phone on in case here comes a damn hurricane, hit me in the mouth. So if my hackers could let loose enough to where I can get that damn bill paid or just whatever, it's American system. I'm your planetary defense commander and I work on tips. Sweet. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back. And technically, I think I'm plugged in now all hurricane season. I won't be getting much sleep. I didn't get a vacation. I didn't get much sleep this year. But I'm still doing great. And I still love you guys. I appreciate everybody. Astro Fight Club, it's about to get weird. But in those weird times is where we will find humor and the things in the world that are real. Wow, look at that, dude. That is just like a magnetic loop. Yeah, I'll check out the sun on the next one. And Truth Community, you know what would be really helpful is we all work together to get people the best information because it is really about to get weird. That's my guess. And I'd like a good luck kiss from one of my muses. I would love one of those, actually. And then we can eat milk and cookies. Frosted cookies. Okay, stay cool. God bless everyone. It's always darkest before the dawn, and apparently wet and windy too.